Stop putting yourself in everyone else's shoes. Every day scared that I will do something wrong, or I will just do anything. People will take it the wrong way, and I will be suffering the consequences of something that I never intended or never did, that I never aimed for, And it's just that, why am I suffering the consequences of someone else's perception?
Why am I suffering the consequences of another person's perception?
That's it. And taking everyone's thoughts into consideration. Now, I'm not saying be inconsiderate. I'm saying if you keep thinking about everyone else, are you gonna have space in your mind to think of yourself, to perceive yourself, to get to know yourself? Do you know yourself when you know everybody else? Are you able to be in a room full of people and recognize yourself without feeling everyone's energy, everyone's identity pressing down on you? Are you able to look at yourself and be like, oh yeah, I am this person, I am this individual? Are you able to walk into a room filled with people who look different, sound different, are a different stand? You don't need to suffer the consequences of someone else's standards either. Why would you wear rainbow-colored makeup in a corporate office? Because it's boring. Do you want me to go in a gray drab place in gray drab clothes? Do you want me to be depressed and hate my life, my job? Oh, she's this, insert stereotype here that's really, really ignorant. Okay? You're literally the most unoriginal person ever. Do you honestly go, me, go out and acknowledge ignorance and acknowledge standards of people who have no ounce of happiness in their life because they keep on, oh, we have to make sure that the people think that we're good, the people think that we're okay, the people think that. Why am I the only person not wearing makeup in a group of people wearing makeup? And that's why I said, can you walk into a room filled with people who are different height, different looks, different clothes, different money that they spend on everything that they have, and still look at yourself and be like, I am this person, I am this individual, and love yourself the same way without judging yourself based off of what everyone else is doing? Because it doesn't matter that much how people perceive you, as long as you know how you perceive yourself. As long as I know how I perceive myself, that's what actually matters. And you gotta put all your energy, I have to put all of my energy into making sure that what was instilled in me as a child to care about how other people perceive me because of my temper, my attitude, the way I act, the clothes I wear. Oh, that's ghetto. What is ghetto? Define it. What is ghetto? Loud? People are loud when they laugh. Are you saying that laughing is ghetto? Are you saying that happiness is ghetto? If me expressing an opinion or a fact from my perspective, or expressing my feelings means that I'm too emotional, or I'm too black because of a certain hairstyle or something. I don't know. People are really stupid these days. If the way that people perceive me means that I have to give up everything from attitude, opinion, looks, and tastes, then obviously it isn't something that I should be doing, because then I wouldn't be a person. And in order to live an actual life that my mother had suffered to give me, I have to be a person no matter how I am perceived. I can't give up life because of the standards of people who don't take me into account as an individual. I have to take myself into account as an individual, as a woman, as an immigrant, as a Jamaican, as a queer person. There's a lot of stuff that people have to acknowledge about themselves before they are able to say that they know who they are, that they have to come to terms with before they can walk outside and say, yes, this is me. This is what's happening, and this is what's going to be happening, and it's going to stay that way. It doesn't matter what everyone else thinks, as long as you know what you think. Because that's how it is if you want to live a life. That's how it is. And that's what I want to do. I want to live a life. I want to be an individual. I have to know who I am. I have to perceive myself the way I want to perceive myself, and not the way I want people to perceive me, because I could do everything right. I could be the perfect person, and I don't know what that is. You want to know why? Because everybody has different definitions of what's perfect, and that would mean that I'd have to switch up who I am into when I go into any room. I have a lot of stuff to say. I have a lot of stuff to do. There comes a point where the amount that you care of what people think about you makes you ignorant. Perception is internal. If you perceive yourself a certain way, you will think that everybody else perceives you the same way, that looks at you the same way. Yeah, there's gonna be a time where we come to realize as a society that acting any type of way because you're trying to garner the reactions of certain people, it's just you being manipulated by people who weren't even trying to manipulate you in the first place, or they were trying to manipulate you and you're just weak and you need to stop doing that, because that's just pathetic. Because then at that point, you're not even a real person. You're just a puppet. Do you want to be a puppet? Isn't there enough puppets in this society? I'm so pretty. I'm pretty when I'm happy.